Hi, welcome back. There's no place like your home. Normally it takes me 2 or 3 times to do a video, but today I've got to do this on the first take because I've got to get all of this food delivered. So I did want to show you my tart, and, well, one of them. I haven't put the other one together yet. And also I have a quiche and a frittata, and they're going to be finished here in a couple minutes in the oven, so you'll get to see those as well. Anyway, the tart, so what I learned, and maybe you know this, I didn't, it's a pâté brisé. And what that means, it's in French, and what that means is broken pastry. So I know pâté, if you are familiar with like a liver pâté on crackers or as an hors d'oeuvre or an appetizer, but that is the term for this particular crust as well, the pâté brisé. So very simple, and I never made one before. So I would suggest that if you do end up making a homemade tart, use this recipe. It is only flour, and this particular one is powdered sugar, I think a teaspoon of salt, and then butter, definitely butter, and that's what gives it the flaky, crumbly, just melt in your mouth texture. So let me look at my recipe here. Yes, I'm sorry, flour, powdered sugar, granulated sugar, and then the unsalted butter. So this recipe is just for one, but I doubled it because I've got 2 that I'm making today. So I found a beautiful pan at a thrift store, a tart quiche pan. Let me grab that over here. And it said it was made in France, so I couldn't get any better than that. But see, your tart pan, your base is going to come out, and then here you've got the rim with that great texture, you know, and that's what gives it that unique look for your tart. And basically you mix that up and then, you know, just pat it down the side of my hand or the palm of my hand. But today what I wanted to do, I tried this different technique because a lot of times that's not so even. So I actually rolled it out with a piece of wax paper over it just to get a smoother consistency, and then I put it in the pan, and then I did my, you know, finishing up with the patting of it. So here we have just a beautiful crust, and they cook about between 12 and 15 minutes. This is a larger crust. This is a good 10-inch size, so that took about 15 minutes to bake. And then the filling for this particular tart, and there are my quiches, so let me grab those too. I want to show you. But for this particular tart, it is cream cheese and sugar and vanilla, and just those 3 ingredients, you know, with your apportioned amount. So hang on, let me get these out of the oven. The first here, I guess I'm calling it a frittata, but it's really a quiche, and the client said please no crust. So that is still boiling away. It's gorgeous. Let me show you. Just absolutely stunning. And what I do for mine is I use, for this type, sharp cheddar, and I use half white extra sharp cheddar, and then the orange extra sharp cheddar. So just to kind of break that up. And then here's the quiche with a homemade crust. And I'll tell you, crusts, you know, yes, it takes kind of a minute in a way, just because you've got to let it, you know, rest a little bit and everything. But, you know, they're far better than the store-bought ones, and I've used those, so I'm not bad-mouthing them. But this is just, I use a very good flour, unsalted butter, and just cold water, and I, you know, get that mixed up until it's like crumbly, and then consistent into a nice ball, and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit so it chills, and then put it out to room temperature as well. I'm really hot. Talk about get out of the kitchen. Okay, so anyway, But that's what we have here. We've got just a beautiful, I'm so excited. These are so beautiful to present. I've just started a little unofficial baking business and cooking business. So these are really going to people. And then what I came up with in my liking is, yes, you can cook your bacon in there, but I thought the presentation would just be so beautiful to separately cook the bacon and then place that right on top. Oh my, this is just beautiful. I love it. And this would just be a great breakfast, a brunch, a side to something, you know, whatever your beverage preference is, a beautiful light white wine. Now without the crust here, you know, some toasted French bread along with that, and some orange juice, a mimosa, a nice fresh cup of hot coffee, whatever you like, but just to have such a wonderful experience with your, you know, with your meal. So again, I wanted to try that just that way. Oops, and let me get this up here too. And actually, I'll be running out the door right after this because I've got to get this all delivered. So there you have quiches. It's cheese and cream, tomato, spinach. I use just a little bit of red onion just to give it a little bit of flavor, salt and pepper. And if you're not aware, the main ingredient that just gives your quiche its just wonderful French taste is nutmeg. So, and you got to be careful with that too, because I guess too much not good. But anyway, that's the secret ingredient that just makes it just very delicious and very delightful. So, and I'm tired. I've been up since 5:30 this morning getting all this ready. So I'm a little winded, a little kind of in a hurry, not in a hurry. But for one of the clients or a customer here, so you know, there's the tart, the beautiful crumbly, you know, almost a cookie or a light shortbread crust. She doesn't like kiwi, or she's allergic to it, so I'm just doing all berries, if you can see that there. And I just have a couple more to put on, and then I will get this second one made and put the kiwi on that. And how I'm delivering these today, and as I said, I've got to get moving here because I like to have everything fresh for people and even for myself, and hot, and just, you know, just a very, you know, presentation is half of the battle here. So anyway, I always thank you for your time. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back again. And really weren't, you know, so bad to make. I mean, it's a pretty quick process. I've been doing them actually for years, and now I'm finally deciding to sell them. But again, homemade food, do it yourself, you know, as much as you possibly can to save money. And it's just also, I don't know, it's a lifestyle that I enjoy. Thanks again for your time, and I'll see you soon. And I need to find my remote so I can sign off. All right. Have a happy Saturday. I'll see you soon.